Session 8, here we go. All right, so last week, what did you do? You did your I am, you re-examined your whole who you are, who you're being, who you want to be, looking at your goals. Are your actions headed towards those goals? What are your belief systems that are surrounding your choices? Are they towards your goal, or are your belief systems fighting you on the very thing that you want? Self-sabotaging. This is where you should start seeing some self-sabotaging. So if you've noticed that and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't even want to look at the next session because look at all this work I have to do. I should be at this. Don't know what shoulda, coulda. No comparisons to anyone else. You are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing within the program. This is where people turn around and say, I'm a hopeless case, and go back to their favorite vice. Don't do it. Stick with it. You are right at the edge of breaking through. So I know you're like, oh, but this is week 8. I should have already broken through. No, again, look at your belief systems, would have, should have's, comparisons. Or how often are you doing that to yourself, where you're comparing yourself to others, where you should be, where what is normal? None of this is normal. This is your journey. And you may be right on target and you're like, yeah, this is exactly where I'm at. Great. You may be feeling like you've got a lot of work to do on yourself. Great. That is exactly where you're supposed to be. And you can go back and you can repeat this as much as you want. There's extra added bonus videos such as anger. What does it say about you? I forgot there's another one too. There's other ones on there, but explore around, take a look. The content is free. This is the program, like Cliff Notes, but the program goes into more detail. What is your specific wound, and identifying how to get to that specific wound, and then the belief systems around that wound. And we dissect a lot more. But for a lot of people, just this free content is enough to just give them that catalyst, that boost out of that whatever had them stuck. It's kind of like, you know, the wood that you put underneath the tire in the Mississippi mud so that it gets some traction and gets you out of it, right? So this week, I can't believe I'm going to keep this video under 20 minutes. I had struggled, see, and now we're at the end, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's not even 5 minutes. I'm ready to wrap it up. So, but this is like we're getting more to the point of like what things are, right? So as we're moving along, we're starting to recognize these things. So week 8, this is where you are implementing all of what you've been seeing and doing. So when you have a moment of like you are self-doubting and you're like, see, this is why people can't depend on you, you're a loser, you're this, you're that, people must be talking about, like, your mind's saying all kinds of crazy stuff to us. Everyone's does. There's nothing wrong with you. You don't have to sit in shame and be like, normal people don't think this way. Yes, normal people think this way. Everybody thinks this way. This is the human mind, the human experience. So this is the time and the opportunity for you to really sort that out and take a look at who are you being in the world. Clear your goals, get clear on your intentions, really look at your choices and see, are they aligned with your values? Are they moving you towards your goals? Are they aligned with who you want to be in the world? Are you doing it to please others, or are you doing it to please yourself? Your intentions have to be aligned with your actions. And when your intentions and your actions are aligned, that's when we manifest miracles. As long as it's aligned with God's will and it's for the greater of all good, it will happen. But if our intentions and our actions contradict it because our subconscious beliefs are something else, and it's like, well, I really want to do this, but I know the right thing to do is that. Well, you know the right thing to do is that because that's what your subconscious belief tells you is the right thing, but is it the right thing? If it's bringing you misery, if it's bringing you depression, if it's bringing you to numb out your feelings with substances, if it's leading you that direction, is it really? Or is it just a belief system that you have in your mind that all you have to do is change your belief change your outcome. You see what I mean? If you change your belief to, if it doesn't bring me joy, then it's a no. If it doesn't bring me peace, then it's a no. If it, you know, if it can't be repaired with boundaries, then it's a no. Because sometimes those other things, if you just put boundaries in place, you'll have your peace and you'll have happiness and joy. Boundaries is what keeps that happiness and joy and all of that fostered and committed to a healthy environment for growth. So, what are you doing? Are your actions aligned with what you are trying to intend? Are you surrounding yourself with people who sabotage you, or are you surrounding yourself with people who are tending to your garden, aiding to the nurturing of your fruit and your plants bearing fruit, right? So every choice from this point forward, you have to ask yourself, is this aligned with my goal? Is this aligned with the truth of who I am? Is this aligned with my values? Is this moving me towards my true joy and happiness? And if the answers are no, you have to reevaluate, why are you making this decision? Is it to gain the acceptance and the happiness of others? Then you have to ask yourself, what makes them more important than you? And if you are happy, will that bring them more joy and more peace? You have to dissect these things. So, week 8, that's it. We're done. Everything I just said, you can do that in your journal moving forward. If you're finding areas where you're stuck, go back to week 1. Do the program all over again. You can do them over and over and over and over and over again. But first, before I sign off, I want to say thank you for trusting me with your personal journey. Those of you who have emailed me, texted me, wrote me, sending me cards, presents, gifts, donations. I appreciate all of it. It has been such an amazing journey. I have been asked to put my PayPal account in the description for this last one because people were saying they wanted to send donations. That's fine. I don't ask for donations, but if you want to send them, yes, I accept them and I appreciate them and I value that. I value you for valuing my work. And I just want to thank you for trusting me with your time, trusting that my program can be of service to you. And if you feel in your need that you want to, but you can't afford to donate, please do not donate. But please donate your time and your kindness to a stranger. And that's how you can pay it forward. You'll bring back much more to all of us. That karma I accept, it goes into my karma bank too. So when you give people good fortune, you don't have to spend a dime and I don't have to receive it directly. When you give to others in the universe, it has a ripple effect. So I appreciate that. If it's in your heart to do something out of gratitude, pay it forward and we'll all receive something at some point when needed, right? That's how it works, guys. Have some trust. Also, when you join the actual program, you get access to the 12 universal laws and how the universal laws work. So universal law, like the universal law of gravity, right? You don't have to believe in gravity, but if you walk off a building, you will see evidence of gravity. The law of attraction, the law of frequency, the law of oneness, all of these different laws, they mean something. And there's 12 of them, as well as the 12 zodiac signs. So some people like to stay away from all that. They feel that it may be evil or demonic and it's against the religion. I accept that and respect that. So there is a different version where we do not talk about those things. And it's more biblically based and it has scripture to support it, which also in the original, if you do go with the 12 universal laws and you're open to that, we discuss the 12 universal laws. We discuss also biblical scripture. There were 12 disciples. There's 12 years in a month. There's 12 zodiac signs, and all of it is aligned. I honestly do not feel that it is evil to look into astrology and all of that. If it weren't for the stars, the 3 wise men would not have found our king. If it was not for the stars, the Blessed Mary would not know where to go. I mean, like the stars is how people navigated the world, and it's not evil. And it's, in my opinion, it's not evil. It is like shutting off the voice of God and saying, I'm not going to listen to that because the world tells me it's wrong. I have to go with what's in my heart and what's in my vibration. And I feel astrology has a great deal of value. However, it can be used for dark energy and demonic agendas. And I believe that as well. So there is a respect and a protection that needs to be handled in order to use those tools. And I'm not naive to the work of witchcraft, but I do not participate in witchcraft. So anyone who is like into angels and invoking angels, but doesn't believe in demons, is not well rounded in that topic. They might be really well rounded in angels and archangels and all of that, but if you don't believe in demons, there's a whole nother realm playing in your world that you're oblivious to and you think you're protected, and sometimes they present themselves falsely. But I digress. That's a whole nother topic. So I just wanted to offer this to you. If you're interested, please message me. I will have the information in the link below. And you are more than welcome to join the program and get it curtailed based on your religious beliefs, your mental health beliefs, whatever the case is. I want to respect and honor where you're at now, and hopefully through your own discovery, you'll be more open to other things that maybe you were closed off to and was blocking your blessings. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I love you. Bye-bye.